Hey guys, welcome back to Marie's Kitchen. Today on the menu, I'm going to be showing you how to make my super simple, easy, yet delicious vegan lasagna. The fam has been craving this, so I'm here to deliver. Here are some of the ingredients you're going to need. I'm going to have a full description down below, so if you want to see how I make it, keep watching. So first we're going to start by preparing our garlic. I like to roast my garlic, so I'm taking two garlic heads, and one is for the lasagna and then the other is for some garlic bread. I'll show you guys later, but you're just going to cut off the top of the garlic, add a little bit of oil, salt, and pepper, wrap it up in foil and put it in your oven at 400 degrees for about 30, 35, 40 minutes. You'll smell it and know when it's ready. Next, we're going to chop our veggies into bite-sized pieces. I have a yellow onion. I'm using a whole onion. And I also have a red, yellow, and orange bell pepper. You can use whatever color you want. These are just the ones I had on hand. And I'm just using a quarter of each bell pepper. I'm also chopping up one whole shallot as well. So here are all my veggies chopped up. I'm gonna go ahead and set those aside and chop up my parsley. I only need a little bit of parsley because we're gonna add this into our ricotta mixture. Okay, so now our roasted garlic is out of the oven. Make sure to let it cool for about 15-20 minutes or until it's easy to handle so you can squeeze out all the garlic. And once you have all your garlic squeezed out, go ahead and mash it until it's like a garlic paste. And if you're using two like me to make garlic bread, go ahead and just use half of the paste into your veggie mix. Next, we're going to heat up our pan. I'm just adding a little bit of avocado oil so we can saute our veggies. So once your oil gets hot enough, go ahead and add your peppers and onions and give those a good toss. We're also going to season them up with a little thyme, basil, oregano, a little bit of red pepper flakes. This is optional if you don't like heat, and salt and pepper and a little bit of garlic powder. Now we're going to add our roasted garlic paste. Go ahead and add that and give it a good mix all around. Once you do that, we're going to go ahead and let our veggies cook until they're nice and soft. So once your onions and peppers cook down, go ahead and add your mushrooms. These are just baby Bella mushrooms. These are optional if you don't like mushrooms, but I highly recommend them because I love mushrooms. Also, if you're looking for a whole plant-based option and you don't want to use plant-based meats, you can actually stop here and use this as your meat substitute, which is really, really good. So once your mushrooms cooked all the way down, now is where we're going to add our plant-based meat option. And I'm using a plant-based meat that is gluten-free and soy-free. So once we add our plant-based meat, we're going to go ahead and give everything a good mix until it's well incorporated, and then we'll add our seasonings. So for seasonings, we're going to use the same seasonings we use for our peppers and onions. We're using a little bit of thyme, oregano, basil, salt and pepper, a little bit of red pepper flakes, which is optional, garlic powder, and my secret ingredient, mushroom seasoning, of course, which is definitely highly recommended. So once you give that a good mix and it's well combined, we're going to add our favorite tomato sauce. I end up using about 1.5 jars. And here I'm adding my mushroom seasoning and also a little bit of agave syrup. This is optional. I just like to use it to cut the tanginess, and I just like the flavor it adds. It's not sweet at all. So here's where you want to taste your mixture. If it needs more seasoning, add more seasoning like I'm doing here. I'm just adding a little bit more garlic powder. I added some all-purpose seasoning and also some garlic powder. Now we're going to let this sit on a low heat for about 10-15 minutes and get started on our vegan ricotta cheese mixture. So for the vegan ricotta cheese mixture, it's pretty thick, so we're going to go ahead and break it down a bit in a bowl. Once you've done that, we're going to go ahead and add our vegan shredded Parmesan cheese, and then we're adding the powdered Parmesan cheese as well. And then the parsley we chopped up earlier, you're going to add that in and season it up with some salt and pepper, and there you have it. Once you've added all your cheese and seasonings, we're going to add some water to thin out this mixture. We want it to stay thick but very spreadable. End up using about 3/4 cup of water. So once you have everything mixed in, this is how it should look. This is the texture that I was looking for. So now we're going to assemble our lasagna. First, I'm starting with adding our meat mixture at the bottom, and then we're going to add our lasagna pasta. Once you've layered your pasta, you're going to add your ricotta cheese mixture, and so on and so forth. And you can do as many layers as you like. I ended up doing 3 layers. So once you're done assembling your lasagna, you're going to add your vegan cheese of choice. I end up using vegan cheddar cheese, but you can use whatever you like. And here, Babe's trying to help me cover up the lasagna so the cheese can slightly melt in the oven. You guys know how vegan cheese does, but we didn't want the foil to touch the cheese because it'll all stick to it. So once you've wrapped your lasagna, go ahead and throw it in the oven for 400 for about 30 minutes. So while our lasagna is cooking in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and prepare some vegan garlic bread. With the roasted garlic we made earlier, you're just going to add that to some softened vegan butter, and that is how you make your vegan garlic bread. All right, guys, so here's the lasagna fresh out the oven. I just added a little bit of parsley on top. I'm going to go ahead and cut it open so you can see these beautiful layers. Y'all, tell me this does not look bomb. Definitely try this out for your next family dinner. If you do, please let me know how you guys enjoyed it. Follow us on Instagram and we'll repost you guys. Make sure you thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.